Buckle up, buttercups. We're going on a fact-finding mission. Today, we're diving into the world of buses with some unknown and fascinating facts. Okay, maybe they're not always the most exciting mode of transport, but trust me, there's a lot more to buses than meets the eye. Let's get started. Hold your horses. The first bus was no pony ride. Picture this. It's 1826 and you're in Nantes, France. You see this big, boxy thing being pulled by horses. That was the world's first bus service. No comfy seats, no air conditioning, just a bumpy ride with your fellow passengers. Can you imagine? I mean, I complain about the bus being too hot or too cold, but back then you just had to deal with whatever the weather threw at you. Omnibus, it's Latin for bus. Duh. Ever wonder where the word bus even came from? It all started with the word omnibus, which means for all. Makes sense, right? Buses are all about public transportation, accessible to everyone. It just goes to show that even something as ordinary as a bus has a pretty cool backstory. Electric buses, not as new as you think. Think electric vehicles are a new thing. Think again, electric buses actually made their debut way back in the late 1800s. The first practical electric bus hit the streets of London in 1907. It's amazing to think that over 100 years ago, people were already thinking about sustainable transportation. Get ready to be amazed because the world's longest bus is an absolute monster. It's called the Autotram Extra Grand, and this thing is massive. We're talking 101 feet long. That's longer than a bowling alley. And it can carry a whopping 250 passengers. Can you imagine trying to find a seat on this thing? It would be like playing a real-life game of Tetris. We all know that iconic yellow school bus, right? But have you ever wondered why that specific shade of yellow? It's not just a random choice. That bright, almost neon yellow is incredibly visible, even in low light conditions. It's all about keeping those kiddos safe. Those iconic double-decker buses we all know and love, yeah, those were a British invention. They first popped up in the UK, and guess what? They were originally pulled by horses. Can you imagine a horse-drawn double-decker bus? Of course, they eventually got an upgrade to motors. Buses are getting a serious eco-friendly makeover. Forget those gas-guzzling buses of the past. We're talking electric, hybrid, and even hydrogen fuel cell buses. These bad boys are all about reducing emissions and keeping our planet healthy. From solar panels on the roof to regenerative braking systems, these buses are packed with technology that would make even Tony Stark jealous. Ever heard of Bus Rapid Transit, or BRT? It's like a subway system, but with buses. This revolutionary idea was first introduced in Curitiba, Brazil, back in 1974. BRT systems use dedicated bus lanes and traffic signal priority to create a super efficient and affordable public transportation system. Someone actually proposed an underwater bus concept for the Maldives. Imagine gliding through the crystal clear waters of the Indian Ocean, surrounded by colorful fish and coral reefs, all while commuting to work or school. Talk about a commute with a view. Hold on to your hats, folks, because the world's longest bus route is no joke. We're talking a whopping 1,896 kilometers. That's longer than the entire coastline of California. This epic journey takes place in Ontario, Canada, between Winnipeg and Churchill. Which bus fact took you on a ride of curiosity? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to AlishasFactJunction for more fascinating and fun facts. Hit the bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for joining me on this bus-tastic adventure. Until next time, stay curious.